It's your boy DJ Akademiks, and shit just got real in the goddamn NBA. Now, if you guys don't know, it's NBA free agency right now, and niggas can't stop talking about Melo and LeBron. Now, we'll focus on Melo because we got a story about Melo. Now, Melo, he is a free agent. He was on the Knicks team, he opted out, he's a free agent. Most Knicks fans want him back badly. Like, sign back, please. Now, the Knicks were garbage last year. They're probably going to be garbage next year. And to keep it real, there's no end to the tunnel they're in. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. However, they want him to sign back for the max contract. The only upside they have and the only leverage they have is that no other team could offer them the money that they could. Now, this one strip club has just upped the ante and said, yo, Carmelo, you come back to the Knicks, we got a Melo love package for you. Now, they came up with something called a Melo love package, and the name of the strip club is Scores New York, apparently one of the top strip clubs in the world. And they say, Melo, if you come back to the Knicks, this is what you're going to have. He said, you're going to have free lap dances for life, which means you could bounce your face between titties all goddamn day, and you could catch all the sexually transmitted diseases you want. You'll have all the free wings in the club, and you could have all the free pussy to smell. Now, I will say that should sound hella dope, but I don't know if Lala would approve. But they weren't done with offering some shit to Melo. They said, yo, you be the judge of the Dancing for Scholars amateur pole competition. There's an amateur pole dancing competition with a $15,000 scholarship, which is kind of like, is this a play off the Juicy J twerking for college or whatever that shit was called, whatever that bullshit was? Is this kind of some kind of play off it? But they say Melo would be the judge. So if you want to judge some fresh college pussy twerking for a scholarship, be the judge. Now, they weren't even done there. They said, listen, Melo, we know your ass love to drink. You got a nigga on your team named J.R. Smith, who's usually the first one to the club, last one to leave, and he's always popping bottles. Now, we'll name a drink after you. It'll be called the Melo Carmelo. It will be served in the club forever, even if you leave after this. Now, they said this wasn't enough to entice Melo to sign on the dotted lines and come back to the Knicks, come back to the Garden. So they say, yo, listen, we're even going to add in a personal ball girl. And that's when my eyebrow raised like, a strip club talking about a ball girl? I'm thinking, ball girl, you're telling me you're going to have a bitch dedicated to tickling my balls each and every time I walk up in this motherfucking club? So after I just got blown out by the Minnesota Timberwolves, because we're trash, I could come to this strip club and there's going to be a chick that's ready to tickle my balls and pluck the little odd hairs out of it, the little ingrown hairs out of my wrinkled balls? Really? But they weren't talking about that. They said you'll have your own personal ball girl and cheerleading squad for every Knicks game, and they would only cheer for you. Which, that one I'm like, what the fuck? Listen, I wouldn't make a deal with the fucking strip club to come to the games. I'm making a deal with the strip club to stay away from the games and to stay away from my wife, not to come in the fucking games. When Lala's bitching at me, I dipped to the strip club. After we got blown out by 50, but I dropped 50, I'm going to the strip club. I don't want you at the games. It's like having your mistress sitting courtside next to your wife. No. Now, they still weren't even done. They said, we got one more thing to bring you back, Melo. They said, we got a topless charity basketball game that we're going to do. It's going to be in your honor. And you're the only male that could play. It's going to be a bunch of bitches, titties jiggling all up and down, running up the court. And for you, holding will not be a foul. So obviously they think Melo is some type of perv. This shit has Chris Hansen written over the whole packages. I don't know. Chris Hansen's going to be the fucking referee. You're going to have Melo just jocking up titties from the three-point line. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this. However, a lot of places are trying to throw in little perks to try to get Melo to sign. To me, and this is my personal opinion on this whole little NBA free agency, if Melo he really got two choices, right? If Melo wants to win a ring, you clearly follow the LeBron train. The championship for the next 5 years will go through where LeBron is. At least if he stays in the East. So if you want to win a ring, you get on his train. You take a pay cut. But taking a pay cut is counterintuitive to really being in the NBA. Why the fuck would you actually go to work and then when you could get a promotion, it's time for you to get a promotion and you're like, whoa, no, I want a pay cut. It's kind of counterintuitive. And also, if everyone's like, oh, because the fans, they only care about the game. The fans don't really care about that these players, this is their job. Now, when the owners look at this whole situation, when it comes to the CBA and when it comes to negotiation time, they don't say, you know what? Oh, we'll take a pay cut. They're like, fuck that. We're out here struggling, and you niggas got to take the pay cut. They stand their ground. That's how lockouts happen, and that's how they tell everybody else, fuck you. Now, for him taking a pay cut just to follow LeBron, hopefully to get a ring, or even taking a pay cut anywhere to get a ring, it's like, my nigga, are you that thirsty for a ring? And that's probably the only way he'll get a ring. Now, if Melo just wants to be Melo, and this is the thing, he can't avoid criticism. If he just wants to be Melo, he signs back in New York. They give him the most money. He has the most freedom. He's still the king of the garden, king of the city. However, his team is garbage. There's no light at the end of the tunnel for the losing. They look like they'll be losing for a while. Or even if they get to the playoffs, first round, maybe second, but they won't be competitive for a championship, at least maybe for the next 5. Get that 2015 free agency shit out of here. The Knicks, there's no players thinking, I'm going to the Knicks. So, I still think he better off just stay at the Knicks, because just take the money. Take the money. You could drop 50 a night. Yeah, your team might lose by 50, but at least you get some scoring titles. You might get some MVPs. Yeah, you be still with the club legend, J.R. Smith. You guys could still be chilling. Yeah, you guys could be in the 40-40. You guys could be in BB Kings. You guys could still do all that shit. I mean, you guys sent out Raymond Felton. He was pulling the gun on his ex-wife. Now, you could get a better point guard. You sent out Tyson Chandler. His season was a little bit too good to be playing basketball. Like, he looked like he was too much time brushing his hair. Not enough really getting in the paint. Now you guys could get a quasi-good team. And hopefully you win 40 games. Get bounced out the second round. Maybe by LeBron. That you could be like, well, if it wasn't for LeBron, it would have been us. Or next year, we'll have a better team than them. And you could keep on doing that for the next 5 while you collect your millions. Now, for all you Twitter, YouTube, NBA analysts, get in the comment box. You guys let me know what's going on with this NBA free agency. Apparently, they're supposed to decide pretty soon. So you guys let me know what's going to happen with Melo. What's going to happen with LeBron. What do you think about this offer? It's your boy DJ Akademiks. I'm out.